Good afternoon, students. Today we discuss about 11th accountancy afternoon video. So in this video we discuss the same chapter, that is trial balance. So in this chapter we already discussed about the meaning, definition, features, limitations, and also methods of preparation of trial balance, and also we discussed the specimen of preparation of trial balance in the previous video. Today we discuss some problems, example sums, in order to understand how to prepare a trial balance in a business concern. So trial balance is one of the statement prepared by the business concern in order to check the arithmetical accuracy of the ledgers in a business. So let us see one example sums, illustration 3 in your textbook. Here in this problem they are asking to prepare trial balance. Mostly the various ledger balances are given in the sum. You can go through all the ledgers with the amount which are given in the problem, and you should understand which ledger will be shown in debit column and which ledger will be shown in credit column. For that purpose you can go through once again, before doing the sum you can go through once again the specimen. It is also given in your textbook. You can go through it thoroughly. I already asked to you, go through the specimen, prepare well and write it in your ruled accountancy sum notebook, the specimen of trial balance. So with the help of that specimen, in this illustration 3, they are asking to prepare a trial balance as on 31st March 2017. Capital is given. So capital is one of the financial obligation of the business. So it is one of the amount given by the business to the proprietor. So it is a liability, and the amount will be shown on credit column. Bills receivable is one of the asset, property, and the amount will be shown on debit column. Wages is one of the expenses. It should be shown on the debit column. The amount should be shown on the debit column. Drawings 4,000. It is also one of the expenses, that is amount drawn by the proprietor from the business. So it should be shown in the debit column. Purchases, it is one of the expense, that is goods purchased, we pay the amount. So the purchase amount will be shown in the debit column. Interest and investment 2,000. It is one of the income we have received. So all income should be shown on the credit column. Customs duty, it is one of the expense, should be shown on the debit column. Computer property, it is also shown on the debit column. Sales, it is one of the revenue for the business. The revenue should be shown on the credit column. Opening stock, that is stock in hand, it is one of the asset, so it should be shown on the debit column. So students, you can likewise you can go through whatever the ledger balance is given in the sum. Read carefully and understand in which column you should write the amount based upon the specimen. So now we solve the problem. You can prepare it by using only one side of your ruled sum notebook. Don't use both the sides. So in a side write the illustration 3 and heading in the books of Pearl, that is business people name. Trial balance as on 31st March 2017. Date should be right, and you can make necessary columns. Serial number 1 column, name of the account or particulars. LF ledger folio, debit column and credit column. Debit balance one column, credit balance one column. So this is a specimen of necessary column for preparation of trial balance. So after making the necessary columns and heading, go through the once again the example sum and take each and every ledger balances and write the amount in the correct column. Capital, the amount will be 44,000. In credit column you can write it. Bills receivable, the amount is 5,000. In debit column you can write the amount. You can write all the ledger names in the name of account. Only you should identify in which column the amount should be right, whether debit column or credit column. Wages, expense, debit column 800. Drawing, expense 4,000, debit column 4,000. Purchases, payment, that is expense, debit column 75,000. Interest and investment is one of the income, so income credit column 2,000. Custom duty expense 3,000, debit column. Computer 20,000, property, debit column. Sales revenue credit column, that is 72,000. And then closing stock, it is one of the stock, that is goods, unsold goods in business, so it is treated as the asset. The amount will be shown in the debit column 10,200. So after writing all the ledgers, name of the ledgers and the balances in the respective column, now you can add the debit column and the credit column separately. The total must be agree, then only it is assumed as the problem is the given sum is correct. If the total is not agree means you can once again go through in where we commit the mistake. So the total will be 1,18,000 in debit column as well as in the credit column. The total is 1,18,000. So likewise you can easily prepare the trial balance. So trial balance problem is very easy one. What you can do means you can go through the specimen first thoroughly and understand what are the ledger balances should be shown in debit column, what are the ledger balances should be shown in the credit column, and you can prepare the problem very easily. In the previous illustration 2 and 1, it is all very easy one. You can yourself do it. Illustration 1 and illustration 2. We discuss illustration 3 in this video, and one more illustration we discuss, that is illustration 4. Is in this example sum they are asking to prepare trial balance as on 31st March 2017. Likewise you can make necessary column. First write the in the books of Prabhu, that is name of the business people, trial balance as on 31st March 2017, and make necessary columns, and write all the ledgers in the name of the account, name of the ledgers, and write the amount in debit column or credit column. So in the given problem, discount allowed is one of the expense. You can write the amount in the debit column. Cash in hand is one of the property. You can write the amount in the debit column. Capital is one of the liability. Cash in hand is one of the assets. You can write it in the debit column. Capital is one of the liability. You can write the amount in the credit column. Salary is one of the expense. Write the amount in the debit column. Furniture, one of the property. Write the amount in the debit column. Loan borrowed, it can be repaid. Whenever loan borrowed means it can be repaid, so it is one of the liability for the business point of view. You can write it in the credit column. Lighting is one of the expense. Write the amount in the debit column. Commission paid is one of the expense. Write the amount in the debit column. Purchases, one of the payment. Write the amount in the debit column. And sales, one of the revenue. Write the amount in the credit column. So likewise you can go through whatever the information given in the sum, identify which amount will be shown in debit column and which amount will be shown in the credit column. Then you can work out the problem. So it is a solution for example 3. First write a serial number, then write all the name of the ledger, and then write the amount in debit balance column and credit balance column. So after writing all the necessary information, you can add debit balance column and credit balance column separately. The total will be the same, 92,000. Here also 92,000. So with that we conclude this afternoon video. Work out illustration 1, 2, 3.